Good morning, my precious viewers. Well, this is it. This is our last show, official last show of the second season. I am going back on hiatus, and the third season will start in November, the first week in November. I know it seems like a long time, but believe me, it will go fast. And I know that many of my viewers at this time of the year, you are doing your summer vacations and getting the kids ready to go back to school and off to college and whatever. So you'll probably be very busy too. And before you know it, the time will fly and it'll be time for the third season of Political Paula. Can you stand it? I know, 3 seasons, and we're still going pretty strong. We've had a few blips along the way. Some people don't like the format of the show, and I can't do anything about that as of right now because I don't have a budget. And I apologize to you for that. But I do still have my voice. So let me just quickly thank all of you who bared with me during the May hiatus, the May and June hiatus, and came back to me and started really supporting the show again when the season 2.1 started. We called it 2.1. And believe me, season 3 is going to be amazing as well. Even better, I hope. I will do as much as I can to improve the show, to improve the quality, and also to touch on topics maybe we haven't touched on before that interest you. Because again, it's just not about what interests me. I want to interest you and keep you watching. So you can send me your ideas, send me your views. I have some great ideas for next season. Let me talk about my vacation from my vacation. You all know that I have a place, a trailer down in Maryland, and I had an awesome vacation. A lot of great things happened to me. First, I got to have a lovely dinner with a dear, dear friend I have known for, oh gosh, almost a long time, over 20 years. We got to catch up and have a wonderful time. And then I got to meet, my husband and I got to meet a new couple. Now, not really new, because for full disclosure, we've known Bill for a long time. He is our vet. He's been our vet for 20 years. But after talking to his beautiful wife, Angela, on Facebook for many, many, many weeks, we finally all got to meet in person for a fabulous dinner last weekend. Hence the flowers from Angela and Bill. And it was so amazing. And I'm going to tell you why it was amazing. Because, first of all, this couple was interested in us. And nobody's interested in me, let's face it. This is the way I have lived my life for many, many years now. I'm invited to a party and I'm told ahead of time, shut the hell up. You can't talk about this. You can't talk about that. And everything I'm told ahead of time, the rules about having Paula Luciano at a party, I basically can't talk. I can't talk about anything that is important to me or interests me, but I have to sit there like an idiot and keep my mouth shut and listen to people talking about things that I really could care less about too. I mean, it's bizarre, really. And I've always said on this show that I don't care if I'm all alone. I enjoy being alone. I actually like my own company. I'm pretty good company for myself. And I always have my dog Savvy to talk to. So I always have someone to talk to. And if I get really annoyed and don't have anyone to talk to, I can just come right here and talk to all of you fabulous people. So I'm never really alone. But I always say that if I can count on one hand people that are friends, and I mean real friends, that I can count on, that are interested in things that I have to say, then I'm a blessed woman. There are people in this world, I'm sure many of you know them, maybe some of you yourselves are this way, that feel that the more friends you have, that somehow that picks you up. Because you're popular. Well, see, I've never been part of the popular groups. I wasn't popular in school. Never. I wasn't part of the cliques, the popular kids. And I certainly am not part of the popular adults down at the trailer park. I'm just not. And you know what? I don't care. Because where I am invited to sit on the beach, if I'm invited to sit in a certain circle, that's not what makes me wake up in the morning. It doesn't bother me. Because I usually spend most of my time on my beautiful deck anyway. If I'm invited to a party, but I have rules that only apply to me, like what I can talk about, that I can't mention gay rights, I can't mention women's rights, I can't mention black people, or Hillary Clinton. If I have rules in order to be accepted by anybody, then I'm not really accepted because I can't be who I am. Nobody puts Paula Luciano in a corner. And nobody censors Paula Luciano. Now look, there are people out there. My husband has political views, believe it or not. Most of you probably don't know that because he keeps his mouth shut. Because he wants to get along with everybody when we go to Maryland. He wants to have friends, and it's important to him, and that's great. And I don't stop him. He can go anywhere he wants and hang out with anyone he wants. And I will stay home and I will read my books and I will watch the news and I will do my shows when breaking news occurs. I will listen to my music and I will be happy as a clam. I will lay out on my deck and get a beautiful tan. And my husband can go hang out with his friends. And he can laugh at their jokes, their raunchy, racist jokes and their gay jokes, and he can pretend that he agrees with everything they say. I don't care about that. He's got to look in his mirror just as I have to look in mine. I understand that he wants to have friends. And we do have some wonderful friends down at the beach. I don't want to paint this trailer community as some kind of evil incarnate. It's not. There are wonderful people there who have been very good to us, treated us very well, who would give us the shirt off their back, who I know that if I make a phone call because I'm in trouble or I'm having a problem at my trailer, they will be there in a New York minute. And I have to say this, even Buttonwood management down there at the trailer, they have been pretty good to us too. We've had our differences over the last 12 years, as most people do. But at the end of the day, they've treated us pretty well. And when we hire them to do work for us, they do an excellent job. And they are very respectful to us for the most part. So I have to thank them as well. My thing is that being popular when it means giving up part of who you are, when you have to pretend that you're somebody you're not, or you have to pretend that you agree with something that you vehemently disagree with in order to be accepted, in order to go to a party. I mean, it's a party, for God's sake. I can't do that. That's not how I roll. I can't turn off my adamant beliefs in social issues like gay marriage, like a woman's right to choose, like racial acceptance, like loving my black friends, my Hispanic friends, my Muslim friends, my Wicca friends. I can't turn that off just so I get a prime spot at the beach or an invite to a cookout or a party at somebody's house. I can't turn that off. Some people can, and they do it quite well. I can't. Because, see, I've learned from a lot of experience of going along and trying to fit in and pretending I'm someone I'm not. I've learned that it doesn't work out so well for me because when I get up in the morning after a night of pretending in order to get invited to the cool people's parties, when I look in the mirror in the morning, I don't feel so good. I feel like I have betrayed myself. And that is the worst feeling in the world. When you feel, at least for me, when I feel that I have betrayed myself after as long and as hard as I've worked to actually have opinions. And some of them are pretty good opinions, by the way. They are researched opinions from research and reading and studying and educating myself, because believe me, I wasn't raised as political Paula. I wasn't raised in a family that was an activist family. I was raised to get along, to just agree, to just go with the flow. Don't question. Don't ask questions. Don't stand out. But I always wanted to stand out. I often share the funny story of being a teenager and in the mirror practicing my Oscar acceptance speech. And even now, as a 53-year-old, I have to admit, once in a while, I kind of practice my Pulitzer Prize acceptance speech, or my award for Best New Blogger of the Year, or Best Video Blogger of the Year. Yeah, I sometimes am found practicing that. Because it's a dream. It's something that would mean a lot to me, to be recognized for the fact that I have always been honest. I'm honest with what I believe. I'm honest with my opinions. I admit when I'm wrong. And a lot of you have embraced me and this show. And for that, I am very, very grateful. I'm going to miss you. And again, it's a long time from now till November. It's going to go fast. But if there is breaking news, of course I will be right here talking about it. You might have noticed I've been a little silent about the Helsinki incident. That's all I'm going to call it. And I've been silent on purpose because for once in my whole life, I am actually speechless. I have nothing to say about the Trump-Putin romance. I don't have anything to say about it. And so I am keeping my mouth shut. And it seems like both sides of Congress, Republicans and Democrats, and the news, real news, as far as I'm concerned, have reported it sufficiently enough that I really have nothing to add. So I'm going to keep my mouth shut on this one. I'm going to shut the hell up. Take note. It'll be the last time for a while, probably. But anyway. So look, let me just end by saying how much this show means to me. It's not a professional show. I have no cameraman. I have no budget. I've got no wardrobe. I've got no makeup. I've got no people. I'm just me sitting in my living room, sometimes with my dog. Right now, she's actually upstairs in her bed, in my bed, which is actually her bed. Let's get real. And I'm just talking. I don't do cue cards. I don't read from notes. You don't see me looking down at paper unless I need to remember a name or something. This is just me. And I do it because I love it. I don't do it for the paycheck because, well, again, there is no paycheck. And while I can say I don't do it for the fame, I am proud to say that the show has gained a lot more popularity in the second season than the first, which is how it's supposed to work. So I actually have some homework for all of my viewers for the hiatus. All of my shows are on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, which is called Political Paula. If you haven't subscribed yet, I urge you to subscribe. It's free and always will be. I will never charge any of my viewers, you people, to watch my show. That's one thing I will never do. If someone offers to sponsor the show, I will take their money. But I will never charge you to watch the show. So it will always be free. So yes, unfortunately, as one reviewer commented that the show is poor quality, well, you know what? You got to deal with that if you want to keep it free. And remember, I'm not getting paid, which is fine by me because I just love what I do. I really do love it. So here's what I want you to do over the hiatus. Go back through my shows and find the ones that you liked the best. Okay? And because I'll be on Facebook during my hiatus, and post them to Facebook and tag me in them. Go back, watch them, and I want to know the shows that especially my loyal viewers, the ones who never miss a show, I want to know which ones really made you think, that you appreciated, that you really loved. And share them. And also share Political Paula both on YouTube and on Facebook with your friends. They have nothing to lose by clicking like on my Political Paula page or by friending me on Facebook. And you can follow me on my Facebook page, Paula Kling Luciano, without friending me. You can just hit follow. I have a lot of followers that aren't actual friends. So it's very easy. And I am also on Twitter, at Political Paula. And you can like me there. Let's make the third season even better than the second season. We already topped season 1 with that viral video that had over 20,000 views over on YouTube, and all these videos that have been shared multiple times on Facebook and liked 5,000 times and seen 5,000 times. I mean, amazing. So let's make season 3 even better. And I want you all now, this is high season for summer. It's also high season for accidents, for drunk driving, for drunk boating accidents, for all kinds of issues. Please, all of you, be safe. I want to see you all back here safe and in good health in November. Keep an eye on your children. We've had some heat waves. Keep an eye on your elderly neighbors, especially your 4-legged fur babies. The heat is so brutal on them, so take care of your pets. And I will see you back here in November. I am really hoping when I get back to my vacation that it is drama-free. I am not out to hurt anybody. I'm not out to cause trouble for anyone. I'm not out to get into fights with anybody. I am taking with me in my luggage 12 books, which I can't wait to read. I'm taking my coloring. I'm back in my adult coloring books. I will have plenty to do. I've lost a little bit of my color, so I'm going to be tanning. I need to lay out and relax. So I will be busy. I'm also hoping to have our new friends, Bill and Angela, down for a weekend, and we will have the best time. So there's a lot to look forward to. And again, if anybody down at the trailer community is watching, I'm not looking for trouble. I'm looking for peace. I'm waving the white flag. I don't need to be part of your group. I don't need to be popular. I'm not going to change how I feel about things. I'm not going to change my beliefs to be in with you. But I just want peace, which means I won't bother you. You don't bother me. But we're all good. And I do hope that even though we're not good friends, that if any one of us gets into trouble or needs help, you do know that the Lucianos will be there for you, no matter what. We might have had a disagreement or a falling out, but if you need us, you need our help, old feuds and old fights and old conversations and attacks, they will be forgotten in a time of need. We will always be there to help our fellow Buttonwood residents, because that's how Buttonwood is. That's one good thing about Buttonwood. When someone needs help, the neighbors are there for each other no matter what. And the Lucianos will be there no matter what, if there's a problem. So, okay guys, this is it. I gotta say goodbye. I don't want to. I'm going to miss you all so much. But I love you. I want you to be safe. Love shows and grows. Please love one another. Don't attack one another. And I will see you back here officially for season 3, the first week of November, the first Tuesday in November. Here it is. For now, Political Paula, out.